What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review of this week's episode of DB of Dragon Ball Super. Now, before we begin talking about this week's episode aired on Toonami, we'll be talking about you guys because this week on Toonami, they also are actually Toonami's actually re-airing Fooly Cooly, the 6-part OVA series, which I've never seen because we're getting Fooly Cooly season 2 and 3 later on this year. So it was nice of them, but actually, the ads Toonami played for this series right before it started treated like this show was some sort of event. Like, Fooly Cooly, this is an event. And I was like, hey, okay. I mean, I know this show's pretty popular. It probably has as it's probably very influential series, but they're like, hey, this is like the Matrix or something. This is an event. Then when I saw the episode itself, I can kind of see why that episode was fucking amazing. The characters were great. The art animation, I gotta say, Gainax, damn, those guys can animate. I mean, the facial expressions, the way the camera moves, it looks great. The art animation was fantastic. And yeah, I really think the dub. If any of you guys are experts on Fooly Cooly, can you explain to me why the anime was suddenly turned to a manga at that one part? Was that just Gainax trying to conserve footage like they did with the last 2 episodes of Ava, or was that purposely done? I don't know. It was kind of weird, but hey, overall, I really like the episode. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of Fooly Cooly. Which actually, fun fact, if you guys didn't know, you guys remember that episode of Fooly Cooly that aired on April Fool's Day a few weeks back? That was actually from season 3. Yeah. Okay, so let's begin with this week's episode of Dragon Ball Super. So we start this episode off with Zamasu asking while he's carrying his tea to the Supreme Kai 10th Universe, he's what seems to be the problem? Why would we owe the pleasure of this fine visit by the destroyer of Lord Beerus? And they all look at Zamasu with an expression we ain't buying your shit no more. Be shut up. And so then the 10th Universe Supreme Kai's they are here to see you, Zamasu. And then Beerus tells yes, I told this mere Goku over here wanted to fight you. I told him he couldn't because you were busy, but hey, he can't. It's Goku's nuh-uh, and Beerus sits in the back head being shut up, Goku. Seriously, Goku, can you not read the situation to know? Shut up, you're blowing our cover. Anyway. And so Zamasu's no trouble. Let us begin now. It's no, and Beerus no, you're clearly in the middle of your tea time. We are the ones that are shooting. And Whis is oh my, look at the time. I can't believe it's this late. We better leave. You're late for your nap, Lord Beerus. He's yes, I get very cranky when I'm tired. And Goku's that was the fakest guy I've ever heard. I think Goku's purposely trying to blow their cover at this point. Read the situation, my brother! And so after that, Beerus take their leave, and actually I'm also offering to the Supreme Kai 10th Universe, or I think his name was actually Gosu. That's here's some rice cakes, sticky rice cakes, and some tea, enjoy. And he's Gosu's yes. Come Zamasu, let us enjoy this together. He's the pleasure is all. Yes, I would love to, master. And so then we get back to, so then we see Goku and the crew, they're pretty much, they go into space, they kind of stop there, and then they kind of have, that Beerus, or at least I should say, create this little, circ bubble around them so that Goku's hey, why are we leaving? Why don't we take care of Zamasu right now? Before he kills them, and he's they know that he's gonna kill him, but they need proof, they need actual evidence. They can't just go off of their hunch and some bloodlust energy. They need actual, physical proof. Evidence on that Zamasu make so that when Beerus does kill him he actually has a good reason to it. He actually has evidence to support his actions. And so they kind of just they play a little thing on the so they project the monitor from Whis' staff on what's going down with Zamasu and Gosu, and everyone's chilling, drinking their tea. We go back to Goku Black and future Zamasu, I guess. They're talking we need Goku to say it's funny how we need mortals to help us finish our plan. And Goku Black's cannot wait to finish up Goku. And goes Super Saiyan Rose. I love seeing Super Saiyan Rose, or Rose, I should say. It looks great. Anyway, so then we get back to we see Future Mai, and where she's they're just chilling underground. Those little kids from a few episodes ago, we see them giving her some cookies, and she's I must fight to protect these smiles. Which I was yeah. So then we actually go back, so we can then go back to the present. We see Vegeta's training, Bulma's working on the time machine again, and then we see Future Trunks brooding, hardcore brooding, just sitting on a stump, brooding. We got Present Mai and King, and and we got Present Mai. She's over there, I mean, like, I wonder what's up with Trunks, and they all do that. So then they come up with their own little idea on how to to fix up Trunks, and then we see Kid Trunks. Kid Trunks goes up to Future Trunks, and we get to see him, and he kind of just tells man, I didn't know my future self turned such a queen. Maybe that's why you couldn't save mine. I was like, oh, Kid Trunks, you savage! Oh. When I heard him say, I was like, oh, damn, you Kid Trunks! Oh, nice! So then he goes Super Saiyan, so like, come on, fight me! And so then Future Trunks just still sits there, moping around. Then we get back to Goku, and we just see him, same thing, Zamasu and Gosu sipping their tea, eating their rice cakes, and then we see Zamasu go behind Gosu. He lifts up his hand. The Psylockean blade shows up around his hand, and he kills him. So then Whis uses his Deus Ex Machina trick. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean when he can travel back in time. Seriously, seriously, people complain about SEO when Kirito pulls Deus Ex Machina out of his ass, which yeah, he does, but I don't hear people bitching about the shit in Super with when Whis over here is getting time from. I mean, as if the Dragon Balls weren't overpowered enough. Now nobody really can die. I mean, sure, there's a long time that it takes for Whis to recharge where he can use it again, but still, whatever. So he goes back in time. They go in there. They actually put a mitten on top of him just to keep him from actually killing him. They show him the footage. Hey, you killed Zamasu, or Zamasu killed Gosu, and then Beerus gets rid of him, and that's pretty much what ends. They go back to Earth, relay the news, and we actually go back to Future Trunks, where he's after he gives him throws a couple punches at. After Kid Trunks throws a couple punches at him, Future Trunks gets out of this stump and he's like, thank you for my past self for talking down. Thank you for the little pep talk from my kid self, past self, whatever, present self, whatever you want to call Kid Trunks. And so Beerus relayed the information. Trunks saying that's still not going to stop the problem in my time. I was like, no, it will, because whenever I kill a god, it affects all the timelines, which no one is wrong with that because they end up fusing around the end of the arc, and we got Trunks defeating them. So yeah, overall, really good episode. I give this. So my final verdict is a 9 out of 10. Really dig the art animation. The art animation was pretty good. I love the little stuff, the suspenseful moments between Zamasu and Gosu. Will he? Won't he do it? When is he gonna do it? Some Kid Trunks was pretty cool. And yeah. Overall, really good episode. 9 out of 10 is my final verdict. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you feel like it. Links down in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.